Hello everyone. With the right build, Xenomorph's newly buffed add-on Harpoon Gun can combo with anti-heal perks and add-ons to make it to where survivors have to play basically injured the entire game. So let's go ahead and talk about it. When I put out a build video on new Harpoon Gun and its synergy with preventing hex tones from being cleansed, a lot of you had reached out to me and said that this would be an excellent add-on to use in anti-heal builds. So with that, I went into the lab to concoct a perfect build to do just this very thing. Our build first starts off with Scourge Hook Gift of Pain, which applies Mangled and Hemorrhage when the survivor's unhooked from a Scourge Hook for 90 seconds, and additionally causes 16% penalty to healing and repairing actions when that survivor is healed up until they are injured again. Keep in mind, Mangled causes heal time to go up by 25% by applying a -20 heal speed penalty. Hemorrhage also means that survivors lose healing progress at 7% per second every time they are interrupted from their healing. Remember these two status effects for later because they will be very important for our build. Our next perk, Scourge Hook Jagged Compass, makes it to where any survivor we hook upon unhook turns that hook into a Scourge Hook. This is actually really important because perks like Floods of Rage or our perk that we're running in this build, Gift of Pain, apply on unhook, meaning that it will apply every single time an unhook happens, regardless of if it's a Scourge Hook or if it's not, meaning Gift of Pain is going to go off every single hook we use. Furthermore, Jagged Compass shows the gen with the furthest progress for 10 seconds in yellow if the initial hook was actually on a Scourge Hook. This will help us see immediately where to go to divvy out even more injury states. This is where Harpoon Gun comes into play. Enter a tunnel and track down your next survivor. When you exit a control station, any hit within 30 seconds of exiting that control station will cause anybody outside of 60 meters to scream and reveal their location to you. This is diabolical because once the survivor you just hooked is unhooked, you will constantly be interrupting their screams with Harpoon Gun, immensely extended their total heal time by constantly interrupting them. And that's where our next perk comes in to make this even worse. Leverage. Leverage applies a 50% heal speed debuff to the person that just unhooked someone for 30 seconds. So not only is the survivor screaming, setting back their progress given to them by Mangled and Hemorrhage from Gift of Pain, but now this is going to take even longer thanks to Leverage adding another 50% speed debuff. So we got a 50% speed debuff from Leverage on top of the -20% speed debuff that Mangled brings, bringing us up to a 70% healing speed debuff off hook, which just sounds very fun to play on the other side. And it can get even worse than this, because if the unhooker had Gift of Pain applied to them already, they would have an additional 16% nerf to their heal speed, bringing our grand total up to 86% nerf to heal speed off of hook. And if that wasn't bad enough, any screens for Harpoon Gun shave off at least 7% off the heal, causing them to redo that progress over again thanks to the miserable heal speed. Well, Bran, it sounds like interrupting the heal would probably be the best way to go about things since you have Hemorrhage that would deplete the heal progress bar at about 7% per second. Well, yeah, you're right. So that's where we get into our last perk. Our final perk, Alien Instinct, comes in to clean things up here. Alien Instinct is after hooking a survivor, the aura of the furthest injured survivor is revealed for 8 seconds, and then that survivor becomes oblivious for 60 seconds. This allows us to immediately spot the furthest survivor injured and quickly hop into the tunnel and race down to the injured survivor. Pop out of the nearest control station to the injured survivor and hunt them down and break up any heals that they may have been doing and keep them injured. Together, this build makes for devious and evil gameplay. Step 1. Chase down and hook your first survivor. Step 2, hook them on any hook. Gift of Pain will apply Mangled and Hemorrhage and a speed debuff to healing and gen repair. Find another survivor to chase after that. Step 3, the previous survivor gets unhooked. They have to deal with a massive healing speed debuff thanks to Mangled and Leverage. Step 4, hook the survivor you were chasing and Alien Instinct will tell you where the previous hook survivor is. Use the tunnels to quickly approach them and stop them from healing up. Step 5, down and hook this survivor, and then Alien Instinct will again show you the previous survivor that was injured. Wash, rinse, and repeat. If you find yourself having to split pressure a lot and not necessarily go for the down every single time, don't fear, we have brought King's Helmet, which applies 70 seconds of Mangled per successful tail hit on the target. This build is honestly really foolproof and surprisingly effective for being only focused on a singular theme. Even if the survivors choose to sit and heal through your immense anti-heal, they spend so much time off generators that you buy that time back, pressuring them and keeping them off the gens anyways. I actually really love this build a lot, and I hope you love it just the same. But I'm not going to talk anymore. Let's get into the showcase of this awesome build. This sucks. It's just not a great map. Get that conch when I can, friend. Conches are unfortunately manual because they are random. Look at that when I can. What is Zoom over here? A lot. If it makes you feel better, a lot of killers did not get the bug fixes that they needed. I thought I heard that for a second, but I just assumed I was just hearing things. Okay, so they're up on main. Pelrose is a cut coin map, by the way. So we will not have a control station in main unless we bring a cut coin. I mean, more harpoon uses, more injured survivors is great. Now we have jagged compass now, so the positive point with this means that we can hook in stuff like basement, and automatically get our gift of pain. Gift of pain is pretty crucial for this build because as an M2 killer, we can't run Sloppy Butcher, or at least it would be very inefficient to run Sloppy Butcher. Okay, she's all the way over there. Unfortunately, like I said, it's a cut coin map, so I don't have a thing here. So Gift of Pain is kind of our way to apply Sloppy Butcher fairly consistently as a M2 killer. Keep in mind that while the initial effect, which is the good effect, is the red bar slowdown, I pressed M1 there. It just kind of didn't register. Interesting. I was looking for Ada. The red bar effect is the strongest effect of Gift of Pain, but every single time you hook on a Scourge hook with Gift of Pain, you apply Mingled and Hemorrhage, so kind of what we're looking for the most. Oh, she's the one again getting the hook. This is kind of a rough map for this build, because obviously one of the biggest parts of it is Harpoon Gun. And we won't be getting a whole lot of Harpoon Gun value if we keep hooking in main, because there's no tunnel to refresh our ability. Why are you just standing here? Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, is create a kind of like a fun build that just kind of like denies healing as much as possible, but not really a good match to showcase it, considering that we keep ending up without a control station. I mean, that is the downside to Harpoon Gun, which I think it's not like the best Xenomorph add-on. Is it's like you're kind of it is an add-on that uniquely functions based off control station RG. That was revolting. Holy moly. Holy shit. If you get bad control station RNG, then like, yeah, your add-on's kind of like not getting a lot of value. See, like there, I probably got value. I don't know why the David gave it. But I'm finding that like a lot of the builds I've been messing with, honestly, are like kind of interesting because of the fact that like, by having specific gimmicks like anti-exhaustion or anti-heal, a lot of people just don't want to play against a specific kind of build. That's what I'm finding. That killer instinct buff is wild. That's really good. Okay, breaking up that heal over there. Very good. You can shoot. No, you have to shoot through the other side, like the captain side, not the other side. Thankfully, they're staying injured, as Harpoon Gun has multiple uses for that whole 30 seconds. So anytime you hit somebody outside of that, it goes off. So we're keeping them injured, which is good. Keep in mind again, we do have Jagged Compass, so we're getting Gift of Pain off of every hook. Mendy did also confirm as well that that is intentional, so we do get to keep that. She had life, that's why she's doing that. Oh. A little bit too close to that rock for that. Okay, she's clicking at me. Cool. What is the game plan here? Not a good one. I think they're still when they announced they were reworking Swamp, they said they were in the beginning stages of it. Like literally just like concepting and that sort of thing. So I don't know how long it really takes them to do that stuff. Work on any injury? Yes. So it's any hit you get within those 30 seconds. So that's why it's really, really good. She's going that way, but not going this way. There it is. Unfortunately, this is one of those shacks that's like extremely easy to see through. So keep that in mind when playing Swamp Shack. Swamp Shack. I was 2v8ing? About the same as it was last time. You know, and depending how you feel about that, it's either positively or negatively. Yeah. Well, I have an instinct. She is not aware of that though. She is just sitting there like, yeah, I'm good. Hey, Paragon, how's it going? Dominant match here. Up we go. We did have one day we give up. But we kept people from healing, which was pretty good. Please. Alrighty. Get in. Shoom. Yes, you can. Boyble. Of course you can. Where are you going? Yeah, they're on the other side of this wall. Okay, they're over there. No, you can. Yeah, Xana's my agent now. Is she in this locker? I did look away. No, she's over here. Just not lightweight. Her scratch marks look a little spaced out. Yeah, she might have lightweight. This is a worthwhile chase to even have anymore. The scratch marks got a little weird there. Gotta remember, we don't have any, we don't have Lambert Star Map or Bridge Helmets, so we don't have any turret add-ons, so we gotta be kind of careful about the way we handle those. She's not really paying attention. She's just kind of like running. I'm trying to like do mind games, but she's just, like when they're not paying attention, it's hard to mind game people. Yeah, see? She's just not really paying attention. What are you doing? Keep in mind, we have Jagged Compass to apply Megalodon Hemorrhage every time. I'm going to back into this in case they had a flashbang. Somebody's directly behind us. That would be Carlos. I am actually going to hop in this real quick, because we want to refresh our harpoon gun. We're probably going to proc the anti-camp here, which we are. But like I said, we are... Got to keep harpoon gun going, so we can keep things going here. Fun fact, those bushes don't have collision. The tail's just kind of off right now because of recent bugs, so usually you can make that play. Just I would be worried about it right now until Xeno receives the bug fix that a lot of characters just got. I really want this gen, it seems. She's healing herself over here. This is why Alien Instinct is good. I do know Tori was right there. But, the whole point of this build is keep people injured and keep that going. So let's go ahead and take advantage of that. She unfortunately did get that through a good med kit. As far as that didn't stun me. She must have good ping. Gotta keep careful about her. We lost her scratch marks earlier, which was not ideal. Yeah, they're really trying to get that gen done in main. Not really close hook either. Go all the way in here. Getting kind of bad control station RNG. Back over here. Hope that's Tuesday. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, keep the homie injured. Quick and quiet, call it out. Okay. We will go into the control station here. Remember, the whole point of this build is not necessarily gen defense, but keeping people injured. So everybody's essentially one-tap the entire game. So it's kind of like almost an alternate objective. So let's go over here and interrupt this. Especially if she has like a really... Yeah, she has a really good med kit, so... That's creating some issues. Chose to take the hit over breaking the turret, because I wanted Carlos's heal to be interrupted. Do they have to spend more time healing him, or just force him to work on the gen? Okay. Hey, she'll be dead. Hi, how are you? DS, interesting. Okay. I figure hooking another person would not make me a big bad tunneler, but what do I know? Hi, Oki. Yeah, sorry. Okay, she knows about that spot. It's interesting. Not a lot of people do. She's trying to go for the save here. I don't think she gets that in time if I just, like, quick pick. Why'd you tunnel that guy? No, I'm ping pong tunneling. Ping pong tunneling. Big bad. Ping pong tunneling. Won't happen again. Okay, Carlos is over here. So... well, we're not going to get in that control station because... Larry's RNG. Vile, Brad. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the inner strength. Okay. It is good though because it's also Deathhook. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what I was shooting at there. My hopes and dreams, maybe. I can trick him to vault this. Oh, he's paying attention. Good, good. He's playing well. Expected to pre-throw that, to be honest. He went straight into this. Come on. There you go. Bait it. Soft tunneling. I think it was crazy too, because it wasn't just like kind of making a statement of the fact that I was like going back and forth between two different players. It was like a I can't believe you did this. Like it was a public shaming sort of thing. I was like, whoa. Whoa. Like at a certain point, like, I gotta just play the game, right? Hi Astral, how are you? I'm not even allowed to like go back and forth between two players. That's a line too. Good, that's good to hear. I'm good. I mean, even though these guys were healing up a lot, they were spending so much time healing, like spending just so much time on it, that it was essentially like these guys, they had to spend less time on gens, which is still a benefit. Oh, this is a really, really busted setup. Holy moly. That pallet into this is crazy good. Into a turret is rough too. That's why I'm always so confused why survivors hate Larry's. Because like, Larry's can spawn some really insane setups. And they're just like, this sucks. I'm like, what? Hey, buddy. What up? If you're wondering why we're essentially ignoring Ari, it's a friend I know. So. Play efficiently? I wasn't like playing the most efficiently would be tunneling somebody. Going back and forth between multiple survivors. Which is not tunneling. Not even allowed to do that either, which is puzzling. I think they just walked this section. What you doing? What you doing? What you got there? No, they said they fixed it. A lot of fixes they said they did recently have not gone through. No, you can't get that. No. I can give up, but you're not allowed to get them. No. 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 Oh, you may leave, but they... What? They DC'd? Wait. I was gonna let you go. No, wait. No, no. Oh, no. No. Dude, they're gonna see my name and be like, oh, man, come on. I was gonna let you go. No. Yeah, even though they were healing up in this game, there's actually like, because they had to spend so much time healing through leverage, through the mangled and hemorrhage, like they stayed most of the time off gens, which is actually still helpful. That's funny, Verbal. I just saw what you sent me. I'm gonna let you go. No. Not like this. I 5 RP word. Let's go. Wait a minute. Yeah, the mask is really cool. That Tory fit is awesome. Uh-oh, they're sweet. Outwork some misery! Hey, believers! You get a win. Let's go! I can break this right away, too. Sometimes you get a control station up there. It's pretty interesting. I like they can attack through pallets. Yeah, he's like kind of like a nemesis you can kind of play with right away. I usually get in my tunnel right away, but she almost ran straight into me, so I'm just going to take the hit here. I mean, why not? Okay, she's going to throw that. Might get the down here. Fairly early. Yeah, they're all here too, which is the funny part. Okay. If she has boilover, this is an issue, but if it's not, we're fine. Yep, okay. I don't know why people do that. I don't get people do that hack. The cool part about this build is because we're bringing Jagged Compass, we can make basement our Gift of Pain Scourge Hook, which is gross. But you can play around basement and implement all the anti-heal you usually do. That was a quick gen. And I know that's only one person too, because multiple people were around me. That's interesting. Let's see, we're gonna refresh our harpoon gun here. Okay, now for the next 30 seconds, every hit we do will proc screams on everybody outside of 16 meters. Hi, Lythe. How's it going? How are you, friend? Okay, here we are. Yeah, this is gross. You are off the hook. Hey, buddy. What you doing? Remember, harpoon gun comes off of a nerd sets too. So technically I could have hit her there and got another one. I just didn't want her to have the speed burst. What is she doing? Oh, she has a toolbox. That's right. I saw 3 toolboxes in the lobby, so maybe it's a BNP. That makes a whole lot of sense. Okay, that gen's still, that gate's on far away, is still the furthest one. It's going for this. Unfortunate. See, this is gross. Because essentially, we can play this whole, like, Gift of Pain leverage playstyle that we're doing around basement. We don't even have to, like, worry about trying to find Scourge Hooks and Scourge Hook RNG and stuff like that. They're up there. Thank you, Alien Instinct. Okay, she dropped off of there. She might have bounced, so it's probably not worth it to go after that. He didn't drop down. He stayed up here. Okay, good. Didn't hit the doorway. This is wild. Wild value. Go ahead and say hi to everybody coming out of here. Everybody's injured now, which is excellent. The DC, let's go. Yeah, if you can play this build around basement, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of wild. Let's see, instinct, where are we at? Okay, we're over here, not too far away. Okay, that was poorly placed, so I don't even have to get that. Cool, awesome. See if he comes around. He is not. So we're gonna throw her in the basement as well. Christmas tree! It's not a Christmas tree till you get 4, but partial Christmas tree. Let's see. Unfortunately, I can't see what I'm cool down. I don't get to see where Kate is. Let's go and refresh our harpoon gun. Okay. Remember, endurance hits also count for harpoon gun. So we are gamering. Headlight. Gonna take us near this turret, but Kate is here. Yeah. It's crazy got out of there. Let's see. Well, it's going somewhere where there's not a lot going on. Sorry, we had ads to Sue's. I'm sorry, friends. We had Sue's to get rid of those ads, rather. I got her before the turret could get me. For reference, this is why you don't put turrets by objects and walls, because then I can just use them to hide myself. Okay. Ada's over here along the wall, but we'll take advantage of an instinct. If she doesn't have a turret up, they're not going to see me coming. Actually, it's Squid Market. Yeah, unfortunately does have a turret up, so the bleeder doesn't do anything. Hi, Grocky. How's it going, friend? How are you? Okay. On the hill? Yeah, the hill would have been great. Alright, I thought you were Grace. Haha. Okay, and then we see them wasting time on the hill that we interrupted with harpoon gun. Yep, and they don't get it. Let's go. Let's go. You love to see it. She's staying here. No, she's running. I thought she was staying at that loop. She's probably going around water tower, I'd assume. Yeah. No, she doubled back. No? Oh no, she's in the locker. We're gonna AO instinct on Ada bot here in a second. She's going across here. Yes, I did, Gooby. Or send it to me. Or Nemi can't stay unbugged. Again, that's the case for most killers on the roster right now. That's right, it's the bot, so. What happened now? You can't crouch under objects to avoid Nemi's whip. It just hits through it anyways. Yeah, that was a clean game. Very clean game for this build. Kind of shows how, like, if you play it around basement, it's it's legitimately absurd. Like, wildly absurd. I think Jagged Compass over Nurses was, like, an amazing choice. I think that really showed how strong this can be. Crunch. Thank you. I try to be, just so I can help other people learn the character. They are not happy. Not playing that hashtag playstyle. Too boring. Thank you so much for watching my anti-heal build. Did you think it was super effective, or is there some things you would probably change? Let me know down in the comments below, but don't forget to like and subscribe to let me know that you guys like these sort of build videos and I'm doing the right thing on my end when I am making these videos. That's how I can tell. Other than that, that's it for today's video, friends. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I made your day a little bit better. And if I didn't, I'll try to do so again in the next video. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.